How you doing, YouTube subscriber? This is King Harp. You know, I always do sound bites. I haven't did as many as I want to, but I kind of want to stay in the same subject because it has to be talked about and it has to be pounded in, and this is what I continue to do. You know, there's a lot going on. We already know. And my condolences to people who have suffered the coronavirus and families who have suffered the coronavirus in our society. It looks like that we're going to come to a now flattening, and we can try to get things back on the road. But however, we're still concerned about community and the way we're set up in the economy. And I'm talking to black people and all other groups. Whoever want to share ear, listen, you can. You're welcome to, because I'm speaking truth to power, and I don't really care necessarily what you think, unless your credibility, your thinking has something to do with moving the needle. Other than that, you can contest me, or we can go and stuff and we can look for facts. But let me tell you, when I'm talking, I rather speak about facts. Opinions are not that important, but opinions are necessary in some cases. But facts is what's gonna read. You know what I'm saying? The facts. And I want to speak directly to the black community right now about the way you are positioned and how it affects every single thing that you and I do. And no matter who I am, matter if I'm a middle-class person or even a rich person. Politically, I belong to a group, and that is descendants of slaves in the United States of America, the American Negro, okay? And there is a Pacific setting and a Pacific anchoring for you that you have not obtained. That is a protected class citizenship also set up for you that you have not obtained. But there also is a positioning for you also that you are in politically by nature, by the force of nature, by the force of politics, by the force of a power source. And I want to share something with you and let you know that there are Pacific groups that are inside your society and our society that are claiming your blood lineage and your constitutional right or constitutional value in which you're supposed to be anchored, like protected class citizenship. And people don't understand that necessarily. And now we're beginning to, black people are beginning to, because we're trying to tell you guys that protected class is not just money, reparations is not just money. That is a different shaping for you in terms of what you suffered or who you are inside the society. There was a lot of bad things happen in order to get the United States the way it is. And particularly my group, descendants of slaves, suffered in a way which it can't be explained in one setting. It was very inhumane and very disgusting, to the point where it was unbearable to even watch or hear as we go forth, for the shaping of wealth, for the engineering of wealth. That's what slavery was for. Chattel slavery was to bring wealth, and it did. And you're the most disrespected group politically in the world that we've ever seen. I mean, really, you are. And that's mean that you are in the richest country in the world, and you have not had any protected class. No one standing by your laws to protect your laws, and those who should have been intellects have been shaped, and they have been bought with a price, bought by politicians, bought by power. We have the Mexicans community here that are made a brand to be a working class people, and they are competing with us, but we are not competing with them. Let me say that one more time. They are competing with us, but we are not competing with them, if you know what I mean. We're just living here in terms of receiving loyalty of government, that we should be protected because it's written, and we are the diamond of laws. The laws is written because of us and what happened to us. The morality of the government has been written, but we have not received that. We have not received that. It has not been implemented among our community. We have not received it. We have not got our inheritance. Our 40 acres and a mule is a plenty. We have not received that. We have not received the protected class. These Mexicans are, because they have, let me tell you, sanctuary cities are protected. That's protection. That's a type of reparation. And they're considered to be a working class because they do cheaper labor. and they're taking advantage of it, and it's going crazy, and they're allowed to. And now, before long, they're going to end up being a buffer class because their children are born on your 14th Amendment and becoming politicians and working in the Congressional Black Caucus, where your institution is, your political institution is, so that you can prevail and become something and elevate yourself in the society which was your land of captivity, where you suffered. They're coming from their own anchored home in order to take advantage of laws that does not belong to them, using whistleblower terms like minority, which you are adjacent to as a black person, as a slave descendant. So that is colored, and then they're using black and brown. I had somebody tell me, well, I was talking about, well, it's not easy being a black person. And somebody was saying, the young lady said, well, I'm glad you said that because it's not easy being a brown person either. Well, she doesn't know she offended me. Because you can say it's not easy being a brown person, but you're not even at home. So it's easier for you to come here and get the laws of a black person that doesn't belong to you, and have children and tell your children that you're an American and everything, and not really tell them and show them what their country of origin really is. And then they grew up to hate me and my children as black people because they are competing with us inside our home where we built it, blood sacrifice, where we pay taxes, where we have lineage after lineage, and it goes back to all the history. And you guys are coming here in a very shrewd manner, a very rude manner also, and kind of a thievery. And you're telling me that it's not easy for you to be brown. I don't care if you're brown. Brown doesn't live here. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on there, and the shaping of this society came from the slaves. We built everything, we got all the stuff up and running, and we have no respect, political respect. And when they don't respect you politically, let me tell you, no other government entity has to respect you, and that means the police. If you're not respected by your political arena, or the laws or your constitutional value have been implemented by your leaders, no one else has to respect you. People can get shot down in the street and win the case. And they can write the narrative on black people and say this person was a thug, this person did this person did that. And say that it was okay and make an excuse for harming black folks. And then giving jobs to other groups because they got cheaper labor and everything. We don't have protected class, and we are not above politics. We're not more powerful than politics, and that's what we got to understand. Politically, you were a slave. Politically, you were set free to a new form of freedom, politically. And politically, you have not obtained. Also, politically, you have been denied. You have not obtained that which you need and deserve to live here in a very fashionable way, or in a very safe way. And that's why a lot of black people come up with the coronavirus. Because you're suffering in terms of knowledge, you're anchored a certain way in terms of provost, and you're mingling. You don't understand what's going on, and these other people do. And that's what I want to share with you today. I was just going to sit here and talk 10 minutes, but I just wanted to come and say hi to y'all. This is the nature of my conversation. I hope I win somebody over. Black people, pay attention to the news. Pay attention to Black Pros on YouTube. Watch everybody. I don't care if we argue among each other. Just watch us. You don't have nothing else to do. Make sure you watch us. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow all of us. I don't care if it's Fly Nubian Queen. I don't care if it's